All right, Rockstars, welcome to another trading tip from Andrew Houston here for Contractors. We're going to be talking about something that I think is near and dear to your heart. You tell me if this relates to you. Are you struggling with time? Are you getting the most out of your weeks? Do you feel like you're in some form of chaos? If any of that resonates with you, then you want to listen to this trading tip, okay? I'm going to be sharing with you guys a tool, a trading tip tool, okay, on time that's going to address some of these things I'm going to be covering off right now. And it's no bullshit. I mean, you guys have heard of the no bullshit podcast for contractors, but literally it's no bullshit. It's called the Contractors Time Audit. Okay, as I go through this, if you want to get it, click on the link below. But here's what it's going to do, right? It's going to be identifying some of these key things, all right? So this is it right here, all right? But let's just look at what's in it, all right? Here's the thing. I'm going to go through really quickly some key strategies that I want you to consider and some key principles to get better control of your time. You know, to become a champion CEO as a contractor, one of the things that we have to leverage is our time. You've heard it before, right? Time is our most valuable asset. Well, in reality, that's a bit of bullshit. It's only our most valuable asset if we use it as an asset. Here's an example. If I asked you what you did last week or the last 2 weeks, number one, would you even know where your time was spent? Okay, I think I know the answer to that. Number two, would you have clarity if you did know where you spent your time to know where your time is most valuable? Here's the thing. One of the strategies that we have to use, okay, to get control of our time, because we all want to get better control of our time, not just in business, but in life, okay? And these principles are not just good for business, they're good for life as well, is you have to audit your time. But here's the thing. If you don't know where you've spent your time, if you don't know where you've put your time, how do you know where you want to keep putting it and where you want to stop putting it? Your profits, your cash flow, and the value that you get out of your business is directly proportionate to where you put your time in your week. In other words, if you spend most of your week doing minimum wage tasks, you're going to get a minimum wage result. Make sense? If you spend your time doing $1,000, $10,000 tasks and strategies, then you're going to get that out of your business. The same is applicable to your team. Okay, but right now I'm just focusing on you as a champion CEO. So we've got to do a time audit, right? And this tool allows you to reflect. It gives you a step-by-step process to reflect back on where you're putting your time, okay? So we can identify what changes we need to make. Example of this with our champion CEOs, when a champion CEO comes in the Profitable Contractors, this is one of the first strategies that we do because, you know, if you're in the Profitable Contractors Association, and if you're not, might want to get in there, there's all these free tools, you know, pricing for profits calculator, top 5 money-making meetings. I can go on and on and on to help specific areas of your business. But if you don't have the time to invest and to apply those things, well, then you're not going to get the value out of them. Make sense, right? If you don't take time to use the pricing for profits calculator, you're not going to be able to price your jobs more profitably. If you're not able to do the top 5 money-making meetings, then you're going to keep doing meetings or not having meetings that are not the most valuable. Makes sense, okay? So we got to do a time audit. Super simple to do. Costs you like basically hardly, it doesn't cost you any money. It just costs you reflecting throughout the previous week in a structured way so that you know where you're putting your time. You know, one of the big aha moments a lot of our clients have are things like, you know, I didn't realize I was spending 10, 15 hours driving around from job site to job site. I didn't realize I was spending 4 or 5 hours at the counter getting supplies. I didn't realize that I was spending, you know, 20 hours doing quotes and half of them are with people that are just price shopping. I mean, guys, like, so time audit is one of the strategies. Another strategy we have to apply, and I'm going to go through these quickly, is you got to be able to know the value of your time. So we do what's called a value of your time exercise so that you clearly understand what literally is the value of your time, okay, in the week, okay? So that you're not looking at your week from a minimum wage perspective, you're looking at it from a maximization perspective of how much profits, how much value you can get out of your time. So that's another thing. And it all goes hand in hand. The other thing that this tool covers off is how to delegate, okay? And the process in which to do that. I call it, you know, the desk approach, okay? What to delegate, what to eliminate, what to systemize, and what to keep. So that you can prioritize what things you need to delegate. Because let's face it, as champion CEOs, you know, as time moves on with our contracting business, we don't keep delegating things that are lower value tasks to take on higher value tasks. We're going to be stuck in this rut of wearing too many hats, doing too many things, and making too little progress. All right. So use the delegation tool, how to delegate, eliminate, systemize, and keep, so you can know what order you got to start delegating. Okay. So we can start off with the easy things, get quick wins, get the things off your plate that you shouldn't be doing so you can focus in on the higher value tasks, okay? Those are some of the things that we want to do, okay? And then we want to start defaulting our calendar, okay? So that if we look back at the past on our time audit, we can then start predicting the future by setting recurring structured tasks and strategies that we're going to put into our calendar so that we're defaulting our success, okay? If we don't start defaulting things, if we don't start putting things in our calendar, other people are going to put in our calendar things that they want, and it might not be in our best interest. So I'm Andrew Houston from Profit Contractors, okay? With another trading tip, and this time it's on time. And I want you guys to get, I want you to get better control of your time, week in, week out, and especially moving into 2023. We get better control of our time, we're going to get more value out of it. Because the other thing is that if we can't get control of our time, and we've got a team, and we at Profit Contractors believe that a team is one of your greatest assets. If you can't control your own time, how are you going to control your team's time? Okay, so get control of your time, get control of your team's time. Get control of your future and what you're getting out of your weeks. And I will see you on the flip side. And get the tool, all right? Just type in time audit or time mastery or time something, and we'll get it to you. Ciao.
Hey Rockstar, if this video resonated with you at all and you want a proven plan and pathway to take your contracting business to the next level with me and my team of experts, click the link below and apply for a free 15-minute pathway to Profits Call.